Hello, fellow members of the Midnight Society. Welcome to another special episode of my Are You Afraid of the Dark recap and review show. This time around, we're covering the 4th episode of the reboot's 2nd season. Now, this won't actually feature a recap since it's going to be spoiler-free. In this episode, the Midnight Society gets ready for the school dance, while unbeknownst to them, the danger of the Shadowman grows stronger. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, I call this Curse of the Shadows, Episode 4, The Tale of the Danse Macabre. Come on, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I've been saying this for the past 3 reviews. Just turn up the brightness ever so slightly. It's so frustrating that I know there's good stuff happening on screen and I just can't see it. And I know it's an active choice because some of the same scenes in the promotions for the show are lit well enough to see what's happening. Stop taking the name of your show so literally.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
The standout performance this episode was from Gabby. She sells her fear so realistically that I'm pretty sure the director was just off camera threatening her life. And I have to say, Jay, who I've been calling an Eric all season, has a real turn this episode, pulling a move that I don't think Eric ever would have. Though, I guess we'll never know since Gary and the others murdered him at the end of the 1st season and buried him in the woods somewhere. That's right, I know what you did. Son of Sardo plays a much more active role in this episode, and even though he's more competent than I think he should be, we do get to see a bit of his sillier side. He's growing on me for sure. Though, seeing as the original Sardo was a character from Gary's stories, I do have to wonder if Son of Sardo's presence invalidates everything that we're seeing here. Does this Midnight Society just exist in a story being told by someone else? Or does this Midnight Society exist in an alternate dimension that is similar but different than the original, like in the Tale of the Super Specs? I guess we'll know for sure in 2 more episodes. While the writing is still solid, there are a couple of moments that bend the willing suspension of disbelief, and I'm not talking about anything related to the Shadowman. There's a school dance that gets decorated by magic? I'm going to say magic. Just based on how the gym starts out and with who and what was there to decorate it, I just have a hard time believing the end result. There's also a MacGuffin from the previous episode that gets completely forgotten and ignored in this one. I mean, it had to so that the plot could happen, but still, you could have just as easily broken it at the end of the last episode solving that problem. How were the scares? Well, scarier than that, I imagine. There were some moments of tension and some cool effects on one of the actors, but honestly, if you survived episode 2, there really isn't anything here that's all that scary. There was a moment right at the end, played out in silhouette, that I think was supposed to be scary, but the effect just looked a bit silly. I did notice at least one reference to a character from the original Are You Afraid of the Dark, and while it did feel like another blatant name drop, it was framed in a funny way, so I'm going to give it a pass. I think there are still other references happening, but because now I'm more invested in this story and these characters than I was at the start, I'm not really on the lookout for them as much. So, good job, JT. We have 2 more episodes left, and I haven't felt let down yet. No matter if the events in Curse of the Shadows are real or a story, I'm into it, and I can't wait to see how it all wraps up. The Tale of the Danse Macabre meets the approval of the Midnight Society. What did you all think of the 4th episode? Are you a fan of the original or just discovering Are You Afraid of the Dark with the reboots? Which do you prefer, old or new? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to check out the latest episode of the regular show, recapping and reviewing The Tale of the Frozen Ghost, which is out now. I'll have another spoiler-free review out for the next episode of the reboot, The Tale of the Midnight Magic, after it airs. Until next time, are you afraid of the dark? Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and a share. Be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon to be notified when more Midnight Society episodes go up.